Honda reliability. It's the stuff of legends, but not all Hondas are created equal. We're counting down the 17 most reliable Honda cars that last forever, and we reveal the ones to avoid. From the everyday workhorses to the exotic supercars, these are the Hondas that mechanics actually recommend. Kicking off our list at number 17 is the 1991 Honda NSX, and yes, you heard that right, a supercar made our reliability list. Known as the everyday exotic, this aluminum-bodied masterpiece proves that you can have your cake and eat it too. The NA1 chassis NSX from 1991 might seem like an odd choice for a reliability list, but here's the thing, this car was engineered with Honda's obsessive attention to detail. Under that sleek body sits the C30A 3-liter V6 engine, producing 270 horsepower and 210 pound-feet of torque in manual form. What makes this engine special isn't just its performance, it's the fact that it was designed with input from Formula One legend Ayrton Senna himself. The aluminum body construction and excellent cooling system packaging mean this exotic can actually hit 200,000 miles with proper care. If you're looking for the most reliable NSX, stick with the 1991 to 1996 manual cars for that purest experience. For maintenance, you'll want to stay on top of timing belt service and that crucial main shaft snap ring inspection. Although the NSX is generally reliable, you should watch out for parts and paint costs. They're supercar expensive, and accident repairs will make your wallet weep. Here's the fascinating part. While other supercars from this era are garage queens, the NSX was designed to be driven daily. But avoid the snap ring VIN range cars unless the repair has been documented. That main shaft bearing failure will cost you more than some entire cars. The NSX is the car that turned the reliable exotic myth a reality, proving Honda could build a supercar that wouldn't leave you stranded. But speaking of cars that won't leave you stranded, wait until you hear about our next entry, a car so efficient it earned the nickname Miles of Fun. At number 16, we have the Honda CRX, specifically the second generation from 1988 to 1991. This little rocket earned the nickname Miles of Fun, and for good reason. The CRX represents Honda at its purest, simple, efficient, and absolutely bulletproof when maintained properly. Under the hood, you'll find a range of 1.5 to 1.6 liter inline-4 engines, with power ranging from 90 to 150 horsepower depending on the trim and market. The beauty of the CRX isn't in raw power, it's in the engineering philosophy. These engines were designed to be ultra-simple, with fewer complex systems meaning fewer things could go wrong. If you're hunting for a reliable CRX, any 1988 to 1991 model in good condition will serve you well, though condition matters more than specific years. Honda built these with ultra-simple mechanics and focused on fuel efficiency over complexity. Maintenance is straightforward. Keep up with timing belts, watch for rust, and maintain those bushings. The main watchouts are rust, theft history, and modification abuse from previous owners. Here's the incredible part. Under ideal conditions, these little rockets could achieve up to 70 miles per gallon. There aren't really bad years to avoid with the CRX. Age and condition are your biggest concerns. The CRX has become a cult classic, with clean examples commanding serious money from enthusiasts who know what they've got. But if you think 70 mpg is impressive, wait until you meet our number 15, a car that's been called the VTEC Godfather. And coming in at number 15 is the Civic and Integra Type R family, specifically the EK9 and DC2 chassis cars from the late 90s to 2001. These cars earned the nickname VTEC Godfather because they introduced the world to what high-revving reliability really meant. We're talking about the legendary B16 B&B 18C5 DOHC VTEC engines, producing between 185 to 195 horsepower and 118 to 130 pound-feet of torque from just 1.6 to 1.8 liters. These hand-finished engines were built like Swiss watches, with internals that could handle punishment that would destroy lesser motors. Any stock, well-maintained B-Series car from this era is a goldmine of reliability. Honda hand-finished these internals and built the valve train to withstand constant high RPM abuse. Maintenance is critical. Frequent oil changes, valve adjustments, and OEM filters are non-negotiable. Watch out for theft risk and modification abuse, and always verify the engine's originality. These cars have that factory club racer vibe and are becoming serious collector pieces. There aren't specific unreliable years. The bigger concern is finding one that hasn't been stolen or modified to death. These engines were so well built that many are still screaming to Ridgeline with over 200,000 miles on the clock. But speaking of cars that love to rev, our number 14 has earned a reputation for being smooth as silk in the 90s. At number 14, we have the Honda Prelude, specifically the fourth generation from 1992 to 1996. This beauty earned the nickname Smooth 90s for its perfect balance of style and reliability. The Prelude represents Honda's sports coupe at its finest, with the F22A1 2.2-liter inline-4 engine producing between 135 to 160 horsepower. But here's where it gets interesting. While the F22A engines are bulletproof, the H22A VTEC variant, with its fiber-reinforced metal FRM liners, can be a rebuild nightmare. The F22A delivers 140 to 150 pound-feet of torque and is known for its simplicity and durability. If you're shopping for a reliable Prelude, stick with the 1992 to 1996 F22 non-VTEC models. The simpler F-Series engines are easier and cheaper to service than their VTEC counterparts. Maintenance includes timing belt service, cooling system care, and watching for rust. Watch out for steering rack leaks and four-wheel steering components if your car is equipped. Some trims came with four-wheel steering, a party trick that was way ahead of its time. Avoid the H22A VTEC engines unless you're prepared for specialized rebuilds with those tricky FRM liners that require experienced shops and proper honing techniques. But if you want something that's even more practical than smooth, our number 13 earned the nickname the Pack Mule. Number 13 brings us the Honda HR-V, specifically the second-generation US models from 2016 to 2022. This compact crossover earned the nickname the Pack Mule for its incredible ability to haul stuff despite its small size. The HR-V is powered by the R18 1.8-liter inline-4 engine, producing 141 horsepower and 127 pound-feet of torque. What makes this little crossover special is its fit-based packaging that makes it feel much bigger inside than its exterior dimensions suggest. If you're looking for the most reliable HR-V, focus on the 2020 to 2021 model years. That was specifically cited for having a clean record with big cargo capacity for its class. Honda kept the mechanicals simple, made it roomy, and offered all-wheel drive for those who need it. Maintenance is straightforward. CVT fluid changes and rear differential service if you have AWD. Watch out for infotainment quirks and some cabin plastic wear over time. Despite being based on the Fit platform, the HR-V's packaging makes it feel like a much larger vehicle inside. There aren't specific unreliable years to avoid in our sources, but general small car wear items apply as these vehicles age. The HR-V proves that sometimes the best engineering is the simplest engineering. But speaking of simple engineering, our number 12 has been called the Quiet Saver. At number 12, we have the Honda Insight, and this Quiet Saver comes in two flavors worth your attention. The third generation models from 2019 to 2022 and the second generation from 2014 both offer solid hybrid reliability. The 2019 to 2022 models feature a 1.5-liter Atkinson cycle engine paired with a two-motor hybrid system, producing a net 151 horsepower. The 2014 model uses the simpler Integrated Motor Assist (IMA) system with a 1.3-liter engine producing 98 horsepower. What sets the Insight apart from other hybrids is that it drives like a normal sedan, not a floaty Prius. Honda's hybrid systems are proven, and the car delivers efficient sedan-like driving dynamic. Maintenance includes hybrid cooling system service and periodic software updates. Watch out for 12-volt battery health and pack capacity on older hybrid cars. There aren't widely documented bad years in our sources, but older IMA cars need hybrid battery state monitoring. The Insight proves that hybrid reliability doesn't have to come with weird driving dynamics. But if you want something even more practical, our number 11 has been dubbed the Tiny TARDIS. Number 11 brings us the Honda Fit, and the nickname Tiny TARDIS for its larger-than-outside interior due to dimensional engineering. Hint, drop us a comment to find out what TARDIS is. The GE and GK generations from 2007 to 2019 have been frequently lauded as subcompact longevity champions. Under the hood sits the L15 1.5-liter inline-4 engine, producing between 117 to 130 horsepower and 106 to 114 pound-feet of torque. The magic of the Fit isn't in its power, it's in Honda's ingenious magic seat system that transforms this tiny car into a cargo wizard. With an expected mileage range of 220,000 to 240,000 miles, the Fit punches way above its weight class. The best years to buy are 2011 to 2013 and 2016 to 2019. Honda kept the design simple, parts costs low, and focused on maximizing interior space and packaging. Maintenance is basic, oil changes every 5,000 to 7,500 miles, CVT fluid, and coil pack replacements. Watch out for rear visibility issues on some years and wheel bearing hum as these cars age. The 2015 model year had some steering complaints, so it's worth avoiding if you're being picky. The Fit is beloved for offering practicality that defies physics. But speaking of defying expectations, our number 10 has earned the nickname Trail Tactician. At number 10, we have the Honda Passport, specifically the third-generation modern US models from 2019 to present. This SUV earned the nickname Trail Tactician for being the sweet spot between the larger Honda Pilot's rugged capability, but in a more manageable size. The Passport is powered by Honda's proven J35 and 3.5-liter V6 engine, producing 280 horsepower and 262 pound-feet of torque. The 2022 model year was specifically highlighted for scoring high on quality and reliability ratings, with an expected mileage range of 230,000 to 250,000 miles. The proven V6 engine combined with evolved 9-speed and 10-speed automatic transmissions creates a simpler package than the 3-row Pilot. Maintenance includes timing belt service, automatic transmission fluid, ATF changes, and AWD fluid service. Watch out for infotainment quirks and tire wear if you're actually using those off-road looking wheels for their intended purpose. The Passport proves that sometimes less is more when it comes to SUV design. But if you think the Passport is practical, wait until you meet our number 9, the Road Trip CEO. Number 9 brings us the Honda Odyssey, and the nickname Road Trip CEO perfectly captures this minivan's executive-level comfort and capability. We're focusing on the 4th and 5th generation models from 2012 to 2017, with the 2022 also earning praise. The Odyssey is powered by Honda's reliable J35 3.5-liter V6 engine, producing between 248 to 280 horsepower. The post-2012 Odysseys are strong performers, but earlier vans had transmission woes that drove buyers away. With an expected mileage range of 230,000 to 250,000 miles, the Odyssey proves that minivans can be reliable when done right. Honda sorted out the powertrain issues, added advanced safety features, and perfected the family-friendly features. Maintenance includes timing belt service, automatic transmission fluid changes, engine mount inspections, and sliding door service. Watch out for variable cylinder management, VCM behavior, rear AC lines, and door roller wear. This was the era of the vacuum in van. Honda actually offered a built-in vacuum cleaner. Avoid the 1999 to 2004 models for transmission failures and the 2011 for V6 misfire complaints. But speaking of 3-row capability, our number 8 is known as the 3-row workhorse. At number 8, we have the Honda Pilot, earning the nickname 3-row workhorse for its ability to haul families and tow trailers with equal competence. We're looking at the 1st through 3rd generations, with the 2016 to 2019 models being the sweet spot. The Pilot is powered by Honda's J35 3.5-liter V6 engine, producing between 250 to 280 horsepower and 253 to 262 pound-feet of torque. The mixed reliability record shows later years are solid, but early 2000s models and some 9-speed transmission years had issues. With an expected mileage of 250,000 miles, the Pilot can be a reliable family hauler when you get the right years. Target the 2016 to 2019 model years for the best reliability. Honda improved the engine and transmission combinations while maintaining strong family value. Maintenance includes timing belt service, ATF changes, AWD fluid service, and software updates for the 9-speed automatic. The Pilot is a well-rounded family hauler with decent towing capability for weekend adventures. Avoid the 2003 to 2005 models for transmission and radiator issues, and be cautious with 2016 to 2018 ZF 9-speed automatic trims. But speaking of Honda's reputation for bulletproof reliability, our number 7 earned the nickname MPG Maestro. Number 7 brings us the Honda Accord Hybrid, and the nickname MPG Maestro perfectly captures this sedan's ability to sip fuel while delivering Honda reliability. We're focusing on the 9th and 10th generation hybrid trims, with 2017 and 2022 being the standout years. You'll find a 2-liter Atkinson cycle inline-4 paired with Honda's 2-motor hybrid system, producing a net 212 horsepower. Multiple sources highlight the reliable hybrid system and impressive efficiency of these models. With an expected mileage of over 250,000 miles, the Accord Hybrid proves that you don't have to sacrifice reliability for fuel economy. Honda's 2-motor system is proven technology, delivering a strong family sedan with incredibly low running costs. Maintenance includes hybrid cooling system service, transmission fluid intervals, and periodic software updates. Watch out for 12-volt battery health and get used to the brake-by-wire feel that's different from conventional brakes. The Accord Hybrid can achieve near 50 mpg capability while maintaining Honda's legendary durability. There aren't specific unreliable years to avoid with the Accord Hybrid. Honda got this formula right from the start. But if you want something with even more space, our number 6 has earned the nickname Trunk in the Bed. At number 6, we have the Honda Ridgeline, and the nickname Trunk in the Bed refers to its ingenious lockable in-bed trunk that no other truck offers. We're looking at both generations. The first generation from 2006 to 2014, with 2014 being the peak, and the second generation from 2017 to 2023, with 2020 earning special praise. The Ridgeline is powered by Honda's bulletproof J35 3.5-liter V6 engine, producing between 250 to 280 horsepower and 247 to 262 pound-feet of torque. This truck has earned clever packaging and reliability praise from multiple sources. With an expected mileage range of 250,000 to 270,000 miles, the Ridgeline proves that trucks can be reliable too. The matured first generation and improved second generation with standard AWB make for easy ownership. Maintenance includes timing belt service around 100,000 miles, ATF changes, and rear differential services. Watch out for VCM-related engine mount wear on some V6 engines, and tire and camber issues if you're doing heavy hauling. The dual-action tailgate and lockable in-bed trunk give it a car-like ride that traditional truck buyers either love or hate. There aren't specific unreliable years to avoid. Honda built the Ridgeline right from the start. The Ridgeline proves that thinking outside the box can create something truly unique and reliable. But speaking of reliable workhorses, our number 5 has been dubbed the Family Tank. Number 5 brings us the Honda CR-V, and the nickname Family Tank perfectly describes this compact SUV's ability to handle family duty while being virtually indestructible. We're looking at the first through fifth generations, with the strongest years being 2005 to 2006, 2012 to 2014, and 2017 to 2020. The CR-V is powered primarily by Honda's K24 2.4-liter inline-4 engine, producing around 185 horsepower and 181 pound-feet of torque. Later generations offer the 1.5-liter turbo and hybrid options, with the hybrid producing 212 net horsepower. The hybrid is a frequent top pick among automotive journalists, with only a few year-specific issues to watch for. With an expected mileage range of 250,000 to 275,000 miles, the CR-V has defined what a reliable compact SUV should be. Honda achieved the perfect balance of simplicity, cargo space, comfort, and safety. Maintenance includes oil changes every 5,000 to 7,500 miles, CVT or ATF service, and AWD differential fluid changes. Watch out for 2015 AC vibration issues and 1.5-liter turbo fuel dilution in 2017 to 2018 models used for cold, short trips. The CR-V literally defined the compact SUV segment and maintains incredibly high resale value. But speaking of exceeding expectations, our number 4 has earned the nickname Compact Legend. At number 4, we have the Honda Civic, and the nickname Compact Legend is well-deserved for a car that's been setting the reliability standard for decades. We're focusing on the best generations, the 5th and 6th from 1990 to 1997, and 1999 to 2000, the 9th generation from 2011 and 2013 to 2015, and the 10th generation from 2019 to 2020. The Civic uses a variety of engines including the DB K Series and the R18 1.8-liter, all producing up to 220 horsepower in stock form, depending on variant. The 2-liter non-turbo engine in recent models has earned particular praise from mechanics. There's broad consensus on Civic reliability across multiple sources, though certain years are flagged for issues. With an expected mileage range of 250,000 to 300,000 miles, the Civic is the definition of long-term reliability. Honda built these with simple powertrains, fewer recalls, and incredibly low running costs. Maintenance includes oil changes every 5,000 miles, especially on turbocharged models, CVT fluid service, and suspension bushing replacement. Watch out for paint and AC wear on some generations, and stick to CVT service intervals religiously. The Civic is a tuner icon with a huge aftermarket, and many examples cross 300,000 miles. Avoid 2001 for automatic transmission failures, 2006 for cracked engine blocks, and 2016 to 2018 1.5-liter turbo models if you do cold, short trip driving. For a deep dive on Honda Civics, click on the link at the end or through the channel for our 3 worst and 4 best Honda Civics feature video. But speaking of legendary reliability, our number 3 has been called the 9K Screamer. Number 3 brings us the Honda S2000, and the nickname 9K Screamer tells you everything about this car's incredible high revving capability. We're looking at both the AP1 and AP2 chassis cars from 1999 to 2009. Under the hood sits the legendary F20C 2-liter inline-4 engine, producing between 240 to 247 horsepower and around 153 pound-feet of torque. This engine has legendary durability despite its high revving nature, earning praise from multiple automotive sources. The S2000 achieved over 120 horsepower per liter naturally aspirated, and owners regularly report 300,000-plus mile engines. For maximum reliability, target 2004 and later AP1 models with updates, or AP2 models for improved refinement. Honda built this engine with an overbuilt bottom end, oil squirters for piston cooling, and a timing chain that's virtually bulletproof. Maintenance includes frequent oil changes, especially for track use, valve lash checks, and cooling system care. Watch out for oil level vigilance under high RPM use and bushing wear as these cars age. There aren't specific unreliable years. Condition and maintenance history matter more than model year. The S2000 represents Honda engineering at its absolute peak, proving that reliability doesn't have to be boring. But speaking of Honda engineering excellence, our number 2 has earned the nickname, the box that won't quit. Number 2 brings us the Honda element, and the nickname, the box that won't quit, perfectly captures this utilitarian vehicle's incredible durability. We're focusing on the YH2 chassis from 2003 to 2011, with the best years being 2005 to 2008. The Element is powered by Honda's durable K24, 2.4-liter inline-4 engine, producing around 160 horsepower and 161 pound-feet of torque. This vehicle has achieved cult status for longevity, with later years having ironed out the early glitches. With an expected mileage of over 300,000 miles, the Element proves that simple, rugged design works. The recommended years are 2005 to 2008 when Honda had sorted out the early issues. Honda built this with a simple, durable K-Series engine, rugged interior materials, and incredibly low-cost upkeep. Maintenance includes oil changes every 5,000 to 7,500 miles, coolant and transmission service, and chassis rust checks in salt belt areas. Watch out for electrical and lock issues on high-mileage examples and engine mount wear as these vehicles age. The Element featured washable floors and became the ultimate dog-friendly lifestyle vehicle, with many hitting 300,000 miles. Avoid the 2003 model year due to early electrical and trim issues. But speaking of vehicles that have achieved legendary status, our number 1 has earned the ultimate nickname, Mileage Bank. Taking the top spot at number 1 is the Honda Accord, and the nickname Mileage Bank tells you everything about this sedan's ability to accumulate miles like a savings account accumulates interest. We are focusing on the 9th and 10th generations from 2013 to 2017, with 2018 to 2022 models also noted for excellence. The Accord offers 2 bulletproof engines, the K24 2.4-liter inline-4 producing 185 horsepower and 181 pound-feet of torque, and the J35 3.5-liter V6 producing 278 horsepower and 252 pound-feet of torque. This sedan has been praised by multiple sources with an expected mileage of over 300,000 miles. The Accord represents the pinnacle of Honda reliability. Honda perfected the powertrains, kept ownership costs low, maintained strong resale value, and eliminated most systemic issues. Maintenance includes oil changes every 5,000 to 7,500 miles, ATF service every 60,000 miles, brake and rotor checks, and timing service on V6 models. Watch out for starter wear on some 4-cylinder models after 100,000 miles and VCM behavior on some V6 engines. Avoid 2003 to 2007 V6 automatic models for 5-speed automatic failures, and 2008 to 2012 models for brake warping and wear issues. The early 2000s V6 automatic transmission fiasco remains one of Honda's few major reliability blemishes in an otherwise stellar record. The Honda Accord proves that sometimes the most reliable choice is also the most sensible choice. There you have it, the 17 most reliable Honda cars that last forever, proving that Honda's reputation for bulletproof reliability isn't just marketing hype. This is Tom from Seats and Wheels. Thanks for watching.